Yeah, I think building upon that, given all the work that you have done with the government, just wanted to understand what is your ultimate goal in politics? Do you want to see yourself at a national level, or anything, any role beyond Andhra Pradesh in the coming future?
I mean, politics is one great field where you can positively or negatively influence people's lives. Being a third generation politician, I see this as a great opportunity to really transform things. There's amazing aspirations at the grassroots level, and it's important that we meet those aspirations and deliver. And after that, it is for people to decide where I should be. People of Mangalgiri in 2019 felt that, I had to serve them for 5 more years before giving me a chance. And when they gave me a chance, it is with a majority that Andhra Pradesh has never seen. So I think that's the beauty of the political system. So, we are here to serve the people. We are here to create amazing policies, attract investments, create jobs, create ecosystems. And then it is for people to decide whether I should be a gully politician or a Delhi politician.
I think building upon that, also, you come from a legendary family, want to, building upon the legacy of your family, what is the vision that you create, especially like, for example, want to understand the expectations, like say, for example, when I was, going to engineering school, I had expectations from my parents that, are you going to be an engineer or a doctor? Coming from a family, with a lot of legacy, how did you manage your expectations? How did you, come yourself, like, finding those differences?
I mean, even if you look at, even in business, when you come from a certain business family, the institution might have certain expectations on you. Similarly, in politics, there are greater expectations. People expect you to behave in a certain manner, respond in a certain manner. But if you look at my journey in politics, I've always broken the mold. I have chosen the road less traveled. Membership in Telugu Desam party was never a smooth affair. And in 2014, I chose that as my focus area. Similarly, in 2019, when I had to contest election, there's always a debate on which seat I should contest from. Generally, political legacies, people, second generation, third generation politicians choose a safe seat. I chose Mangalgiri. And Mangalgiri is a seat that we did not win since 1985. So I said, I should try it out. I should challenge myself. And, political legacies are not about safe seats. I think we should choose a road less traveled. I lost in 2019 by 5,300 votes. I never felt bad. I said, I didn't have enough of time to convince the people of Mangalgiri on what Lokesh is. So I spent 5 years, I worked on it. I said, I'm going to contest from here. And in this process, a lot of people told me, why not contest from a safe seat also, just in case you lose? And I told them, if I do take an easy route or exit, that's accepting defeat, and I'm not going to. So I contested in Mangalgiri in 2024, and I'm really proud to say that I won it with the highest majority that Andhra Pradesh has ever seen, which is 91,000 votes.
Wow.
Again, after that, when the ministries were being selected, and when I spoke to Babu Garu about what I should do, and he asked me, what do you want? What do you think you want? I said, let me take HRD. Human resource development is one of the most toughest ministries. A lot of teacher unions, and I love the challenge. And it's a great opportunity for me to shape next generation leaders, thinkers, engineers, scientists, doctors. So I always believe as leaders we should take a road less traveled and transform in your own way. And that is what I have learned in my political journey.
Wow, that was a great insight, Lokesh Garu. What was the important lesson that you learned from your father, N. Chandrababu Garu, especially given his expertise in bringing the innovation to the state?
No, I mean, you skipped a question.
So which is?
You didn't let me answer the first question yet. And I love questions. So, to be honest, victory was certain. But I think this kind of mandate took everyone off guard. This mandate has increased our responsibility. It's a great responsibility on our shoulders. We take it with all humility. There are a lot of aspirations that people of Andhra Pradesh have, and as a government, we really need to be focused on delivering on those aspirations. So I think we're going to meet midways in terms of delivering on that. And in terms of my lessons from my leader, is to be very patient and perseverant. If you see in his entire political journey, it's had great highs and great lows. He takes his highs as he takes his lows. And for me, that's been a great lesson. And that's what I've learned from him, and that's the way I've taken my political journey also.
Oh, that was good. You know, the state of AP basically is called Annapurna, which is rice bowl of India. So for that, basically is the bedrock is farming and farmers. So given, and I also see a lot of times you spoke about, ecosystems, like, developing ecosystems. So just want to understand how are you going to strengthen that ecosystem? So which is like basically kind of creating how to impact their lives.
No, I mean, all of you know I did a Padayatra. In my Padayatra, I had a great chance to interact with farmers across segments. So I met palm oil farmers, paddy farmers, mango farmers, date farmers, banana farmers, mirchi farmers. What was fascinating for me is that they're working hard, they're investing money ahead of time, and they're not sure at the end are they going to make money or not. And they're doing this every crop cycle. So the way I looked at it, I said, there are two parts of this equation. One, we need to reduce the cost of production. Two, how do we grow commodities and variants of our commodities which we can take to the globe? Now, I'll give you an example. All of us know that Rayalaseema is known for mango. But predominantly we grow varietals that we want. Why can't we grow varietals that the world wants? Varietals that Europe wants, Japan wants, which are also higher value in nature. And that's where I believe that state can play a very important role in guiding farmers. Similarly, our dates is another big area. Banana, dragon fruit, chiku is another area. So I think there's a lot of work that we can do as a government in terms of guiding farmers, giving not just subsidies alone, but inputs and even strengthening it with research stations and ensuring that the optimal output and productivity comes from the respective farms. So for me, that's of great interest and passion. The same thing applies even to, palm oil farmers. If you look at it, thanks to Annagaru, Andhra and Telangana, the two Telugu-speaking states have a very important role to play in palm oil, and we help government in terms of saving our forex. We have to support them, but we have to be in the smart way. We have import duties and exports subsidies based on the inflation. So how can we have a table making it easy so that government can take appropriate decisions? For me is very fascinating. So these are, I think, interventions you'll see at a policy level that will come up. And I truly believe that Rayalaseema particularly has a great opportunity to leapfrog in agriculture. It's amazingly fertile soil, and just giving water through drip and giving extension to the appropriate horticulture crop, I think, can truly transform agriculture in that sense. And the last bit I'd like to add is technology plays an important role, more so from government's ability to map which commodity is being grown where and in what quantities, and how should government be prepared in terms of sale price hikes or slumps. Because there are days when tomatoes are highly priced, there are days when tomatoes go for 10 paisa, 50 paisa a kg. So I think our government's ability to forecast that, prepare for that, and guide, advise farmers for that, I think will be very important, and that's something that we'll work on this time.
Given a lot of interviews that I watched, and then a couple of times that I've interacted with you, and then given that you also won Scotch Person of the Year for Digital Award, and given that the importance of technology in governance, how do you think especially technology can play an important role in terms about rural communities that you advocate for?
It's a fact that technology has changed all our lives. India has been lucky. We jumped the PC era, went straight to smartphones. There are more smartphones in India than there are toilets. That's a known fact. I think that presents a very unique opportunity in terms of governance. One thing I regret that we didn't do enough in our last term is to to actually transform processes. What we did was digitize broken processes. But this time around, we want to correct it. We are actually looking at business process re-engineering in the government. And I'm looking at how can we deliver seamless governance in the hands of people, in the hands of citizens. How do you make politicians and IS officers irrelevant in day-to-day governance and in day-to-day citizens' lives? So that's where I believe technology will play an important role, but it's also important to transform our processes and re-engineer our processes. And this is what you will see happening in Andhra Pradesh in the next 9 months.
Okay, that was a great insight as well, Lokesh Garu.